Donald Trump's proposal to temporarily ban Muslims entering the U.S. and the attack in San Bernardino have many of America's 5 million Muslims defending their faith. We sat down with 5 Muslim millennials, all born and raised right here in the United States. College student R.J. Califf, Army Lieutenant Sean Khan, nursing student Samia Omarkeel, college student Taqwa Brookins, and journalist Noor Tagore.
Donald Trump's rhetoric didn't even hit me hard until last week. I had my absolute best childhood friend. Since I was 6 years old. She lived across the street. I saw her mother as a mother, and they're white Christians, and her mom on Facebook posted this super hateful post about Muslims. I saw this post and I just broke down in tears. It was so hard for me to see. And I wrote her this long letter, like, you know us. Like, we're my mom, like, you guys know each other. I just went to your wedding last year. Like, we're the Muslim family that you know, and you know we're not like that.
What do you think people misunderstand about the values of Islam?
I think they believe too much that the religion places an emphasis on violence.
The Quran was written in Arabic, which is a deeply metaphorical language where one word has hundreds of meanings. So if you want to define it in a violent sense, you're going to be able to define it in a violent sense. The same way if you want to define it in a peaceful sense, which 1.5 billion people do, you're going to be able to do so.
But there are no verses in the Quran that allow killing of innocent people under any circumstances.
Terrorism, in your view, is outlawed.
It's
by
outlawed.
the Quran.
It's the last thing
Completely.
any Muslim should be doing.
When you hear of an attack like the one in Paris, like the one in San Bernardino, and you have to get up and go to work or go to school the next day, what's going through your mind?
I remember after the attacks had happened, I was terrified because I knew that we would get the backlash for what had happened to all those innocent people.
Have any of you been confronted by somebody on the street? Anybody have words with you?
Yeah. It was the Monday after the Paris attacks had happened, and I went to school. I was walking, and a man that was leaning against a parking meter, I was walking past him, and he stuck out his leg, and he tripped me right in front of, everybody, and I fell onto the floor, and then he threw down his cigarette, and he started screaming in my ear, like on the right side. He was just like, go back to where you came from. And
He didn't mean Long Island.
No, that's what I thought he meant, that's where I'm from. And I've never felt hate like that before, so it was the first time for me.
Lieutenant, when you decided to join the Army, was there a lot of conversation in the family about that?
Everyone that wasn't in the military was like, are you going to go and kill your own people? This is crazy. What are you doing? That's when I did my own research and I found out there's plenty of Muslims serving in the military. There's religious tolerance, there's respect.
I wonder how it strikes your ear when you hear ISIS in particular claiming that it's doing everything that it's doing in the name of all Muslims.
I don't understand how logically does it make sense to say that ISIS represents all Muslims and is fighting for all Muslims when they're killing the very people who they claim that they represent.
There's nothing Islamic about ISIS. Islam, it comes from the root word salam, sin, lam, mim, the 3 Arabic letters. That literally translates to peace. ISIS goes against the very tenets of it.
To see more of this eye-opening discussion, go to cbsnews.com. You can also find us, of course, on Facebook.